What's up everybody? Justin at S&K Greenhouse, and for the past 15 years, I have sold thousands of shrubs to gardeners like you. And along the way, I've seen what does work and what definitely doesn't. Today, I'm breaking down the top 5 mistakes people make when planting shrubs and showing you step by step how to plant one the right way. That way your shrubs don't just survive, they take off like an orange rocket.
I'm so lame.
And hey, stick around to the end of this video because I have a huge giveaway announcement you do not want to miss. Seriously, you at home watching this right now, you're gonna have a chance to win $1,500 worth of the best gardening gear I've ever used. And yes, I'll be using some of it in this video today. One of the worst things you can do is plant your shrub in a dip or a low spot where water collects. Those roots are gonna rot fast. Shrubs, for the most part, need drainage. So stick to planting on a flat surface or a gentle slope. You can see today, I'm on a really nice slope. This is gonna provide adequate drainage for that orange rocket barberry. Now, there are exceptions to this rule. Like if you're gonna be planting a willow or a bald cypress, some type of redwood, those are gonna love the water. But as a general rule of thumb, drainage is key. You can't just throw a shrub in the ground. You have to match it to the right light. And here's what those confusing plant tags actually mean. Full sun is gonna be 6 or more hours of direct sunlight. Part sun is gonna be 4 to 6 hours of direct sunlight. Part shade is gonna be 3 to 4 hours of morning sun, and shade is gonna be 3 hours or less. Plant a full sun shrub in deep shade, and it's gonna stretch out like one of those Stretch Armstrong dolls. On the flip side, plant a full shade shrub in full sun, and you might actually watch it burst into flames. All right, it's time to dig this hole, and for the first time ever, I'm gonna be using one of these power planter augers. I've been wanting one of these for years, but I've always been hesitant because I'm like, can this thing really dig into our southern clay? If you remember back when we did the video on mastering the clay, it took me a long time to dig just a 3-gallon hole. So now, it's time to find out what all the hype's about. Okay, this thing is a beast. It just blasted through this Carolina red clay like it was cake batter. Why did I not get one of these sooner? I mean, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. I mean, this is a 60-volt battery drill. I mean, these things are usually used to mix up concrete, which is basically what I'm drilling in. So this is a 7-inch drill bit. So what I'm gonna have to do is dig 3 holes in a triangular pattern. I'm gonna waller it out a bit. That way the hole will be twice as wide for our 3-gallon shrub. Guys, this thing is seriously impressive. Not only am I drilling in hard clay, but check this out. I'm drilling through these huge tree roots that are coming off this pine to my right. I'm also loving this handle grip on the side because as it turns, I can kind of brace myself against my leg. And I'm learning that I need to put my feet out kind of wide because this thing is slinging some soil. Remember, you want a hole about twice as wide as the root ball, and the depth you want about the same as the root ball. And as you can see, I got a little trigger happy on the power planter, It worked a little better than expected, and you don't want a super deep hole, especially here in the South, because you can create what's called the bathtub effect. If you live somewhere where your soil is loamy, then you probably won't have to worry about this. But clay soil holds a lot of water. So when you plant a freshly planted shrub and the hole's too deep, water can collect in the bottom and not drain out, and your roots end up sitting in that water, and that sets up root rot. As you can see, I backfilled the hole a bit so that my root ball, the top of it, is slightly above ground. This is definitely okay, especially to promote drainage with conifers, evergreens, and most shrubs like this barberry. Your soil is like a cake recipe. Garbage in, garbage out. If you have poor or clay soil, you're going to want to amend it with some type of soil conditioner or compost. What we have today here is soil conditioner, which is essentially a ground up pine bark. And the way I like to do this is to pour out a ring on top of that native soil I just dug out. Soil conditioner is great for adding or promoting drainage. It will break down the clay over time. It'll prove aeration in the soil so your clay soil doesn't get compacted. And it's definitely my favorite amendment for shrubs here in the South. What we're looking for with the soil conditioner is about a 50-50 mixture between it and your native soil. And next, you can't skip the starter fertilizer, especially one like this biotone with mycorrhizae, which is a fungus that will stimulate the root growth and help with the uptake of nutrients. It's super hard to burn your plants with this stuff, so I'm not going to measure. You know how I do on the channel. I'm just going to shake out a good helping in and around the plant. Think of mycorrhizae like probiotics for your plants. And now I'm just going to take my shovel and begin backfilling around the plant, and I'm going to tamp it down nice and snug. Wardrobe change. Guys, I'm sorry I'm sweating so much, but it's the middle of July and it's like 96 degrees today. Now this part is crucial. After any shrub you plant, you're going to want to water it in very thoroughly. This will get rid of those air pockets and give your plant a nice head start. Don't be scared to saturate it. I've had this Hoselink now for over 5 years, and it still works like a charm. Silky smooth retraction. No kinks, and no frustration. This reel can really help you maintain a clean space. It looks great and works even better. Now back to the watering. Here's the tricky part. How often should I water after I've planted it? And usually what I find is about 2 to 3 times a week is more than adequate. I see far too many people thinking that they should water every single day, and this is going to cause nothing but root rot. If you're unsure, do the knuckle test. Take your index finger, stick it down into the loose soil around the root ball, 2 knuckles deep, kind of feel around in there. If it's moist, you can back off. But if it's dry, water thoroughly and then kind of let the soil dry back out again. I know I said there were only 5 mistakes, but here's a bonus tip. Mulch around your plants. There are lots of good options out there, such as stone, pine bark mulch, shredded hardwood, or what I'm using today, pine straw. Mulch isn't optional, it's essential. But don't go piling up your mulch like a volcano around your plants. I see way too many homeowners and landscapers doing this. This can be super harmful to your plant because it can cause decay around the base. I've even seen some very established trees start to erode from volcano mulching. Instead, mulch out. We want to encourage those roots to grow out laterally. And you want it to make sure it's about 3 to 4 inches thick. All right, now that you know what not to do when planting a shrub, let me tell you how to win some of the same tools I used in this very video. Hoselink is hosting a massive giveaway, and the prize pack is worth over $1,500. A Hoselink retractable hose reel, a 50-foot Hoselink weeper hose for hands-free watering, the beastly 60-volt DeWalt drill with E-clutch, like the one I used in this video. And you know you gotta get some power planter augers with this deal. We got the 3-inch for planting bulbs, we've got the 5-inch for planting quart pots, and we got the Mac Daddy 7-inch for planting gallon pots, up to 5-gallon pots. And you get one of our very own 17-inch tall Gro-Rite Garden raised bed kits, featuring a beautiful, sleek, and toolless design. Vegetables not included. Choose from modern gray, modern cream, or modern green. You know what else I love about this giveaway? If you win, you're gonna have the drill and auger necessary to drill a hole in case you want to mount your Hoselink to a fence post like I have. Want to enter? It's 100% free to do so. Just head over to hoselink.com/win. I'll put the link down in the description of this video. Entries close August 11th, so don't wait around. Head over there now and enter. If you like this video and want to see more of them, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you get notified every time we drop a new video. And until next time, become a plant person.